Hey, welcome to the video. We're going to be playing some Megabonk today, and I want to challenge the community to what's called the Gambler's Run. Basically, we have to choose weapons and tomes that give us chances of doing stuff. So 1 in 6 chance for the dice to get a permanent crit increase on that weapon, 5% chance to increase max health for the blood magic, and the Dexecutioner is a small chance to instantly execute an enemy. Now this focuses around the Chaos Tome specifically because that has a random stat upgrade every single time. And we'll be using the Luck Tome because of what gambler doesn't want to be lucky, you know what I mean? Anyway, with this last patch update to the game, they increased the stat boost for the what's it called, Curse Tome. And you have to use the Dicehead to roll the dice, which gives you a random stat upgrade as well every single time you level up on T3 Forest here. Okay, so now the rules for this run specifically, for the Gambler's Run. What we need to do is pretty much focus on the Curse Tome. And you have to choose the Curse Tome if every single upgrade is green or of the same rarity. So say you get all blue and you have a Curse Tome, you have to grab that. And whenever you get items, you could choose the higher rarity, whatever you would like. But if it is all the same rarity, you choose the thing that gives you the chance, if there is something for chance. Okay, so here we go with the projectile count, as it is the higher rarity, even though we did have crit chance. And you pretty much just want to do this as like a standard run, but just focus on increasing your chance on whenever you can. So here we don't have any chance upgrades, so you go with pretty much anything at that point, whatever you prefer. Okay, so not getting anything too good. Projectile count on the dice. We do have a luck increase. Particularly for this run specifically, looks like I forgot to actually refund one of the weapons. So we have 3 total weapons with chances, and then the 4th weapon, there's not anything that really gives you chance. Okay, so we got the Dexecutioner here. So for the 4th weapon, we'll have to take something random. Eventually I'll probably redo this run and try to do it better. Yeah, especially since we got the anvil here. I'm just gonna kind of enjoy this run, but specifically when you do the runs, do 3 weapons and 2 tomes, the ones that give you chance and luck specifically. Okay, so we got the Chaos Tome here, which gave us elite spawn increase 22.5%. And I'm just farming enemies right now to be able to afford that anvil. Okay, we'll grab this shrine here. 154 for that anvil, and crit damage will do for that. Spawn in this challenge shrine. Grab this anvil as well. Anvil is really nice, but kind of don't want to cancel the run now because of that. But in a Gambler's Run, I'm sure you'll get something. Get the anvil potentially eventually. Now for my own kind of preferences, I put off buying chests up until I get a certain increased amount of luck with the Luck Tome. There we go, we got blood magic there and gold gain for the level up. But I try to probably get 40-50% on the Luck Tome and use the different luck increases from the shrines to allow for having higher rarity items. And then if you can get the card that gives you increased luck, that's even better. So you get even luckier whenever using those random chests around the map. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the rules of the run. You can kind of customize it to your own liking. I guess you can break kind of the standards, but I'm sure eventually the community will develop some sort of specific standard. Okay, so we got the grandma's something, whatever it's called, juice or something, which gives us a 50% chance, I think, that critical hits explode. And since we're using the dice, that actually is super helpful. Grandma's secret tonic, because the dice increase the weapons whenever they roll them. That's like a 1 out of 6 chance whenever you hit an enemy to actually increase the permanent crit chance of the dice themselves. There we go, we got a 10% chance to actually get chests for free, which I particularly like, and that's another reason why I put off kind of buying the chests up until later, because you're typically able to find a microwave, and with microwaves you can multiply your ability to open the chest for free. You get a chance for that, so that's also nice for the Gambler's Run. Okay, we'll do the chance for the moldy cheese, or the poison damage on enemies with the moldy cheese. And on the channel I have a movement video, how to move kind of faster than default speed. If you're interested in watching that video, it is on the channel. You could find it, I think it's titled how to move faster than default speed in Megabonk, so it should be fairly easy to find, and it's a very quick video. It'll definitely help you with pretty much every single character on getting around the map and getting additional shrines throughout your runs. Okay, so we're doing pretty good so far. Okay, I found a microwave as well, so we'll microwave the keys. I don't want to limit it to the microwave to kind of microwaving chance items, but you should probably focus on chance items for the Gambler's Run. So we did moldy cheese, we did the key. Now we're gonna grab another key. Took our cursed doll, unfortunately. Okay, so in this run, I think blood magic is good to get kind of early on, specifically because there's not much way to defend yourself from enemies up close. You do get knockback with the dice, which is pretty nice, but since we don't have any sort of quantity tome or anything like that, you kind of have to hope that you have a chance of increased quantity to keep the enemies away. But with the blood magic, that 5% chance to increase health is super helpful. Over the entire run, you're gonna have quite a bit of health increases. Okay, so we pretty much want to grab every single thing on the map. And unfortunately I can't banish the lightning staff there, so I'll minimize the amounts that I level it up. So it is level 2 right now, unfortunately. And I guess you could say that kind of invalidates the run. But since this is just sending out a challenge to the community, whoever does do the challenge will probably have the best run so far. So that's up to you to kind of create a video and upload it to your channel. Maybe tag me or something, and I'll show the best gambler runs within my next videos. And who's ever currently holding the top, I'll shout out. But currently, I'm gonna probably redo this run within the next couple of days, and if nobody claims the kind of top, then I'll be holding the top Gambler's Run. Okay, so we got a free chest here. Crit chance increase, always nice to see. Okay, we'll grab this shrine here. And power up drop chance. There, so that's a nice chance increase. Power up drops are always very welcome. They can pretty much help you a lot by the bosses if you're kind of late to the boss and you need to apply a lot more damage, or if you have like a boss wave spawn, not the final boss portal but the boss waves, that'll help you a lot. So our size currently isn't too good, so it would also be nice to get some size upgrades from the shrines. You can see how short the Dexecutioner is, and the cleaver, or not the cleaver, the Joe's dagger would be really nice to see for the Dexecutioner for this run, because every single execution increases your damage. Also, if you don't know, in this last patch they did nerf the Joe's dagger, so there's a maximum that you're allowed to achieve now with the Joe's dagger. It still is really good, but it isn't as OP as it used to be for the Joe's dagger. And if you don't know as well, they also changed the ghost spawns, so now I think at the 6 minutes and 12 minutes different sort of ghost spawn. 12 minutes I believe they are invulnerable, so I don't think you're gonna be able to see any 1 million plus kills on the leaderboards, but that'll also shorten down the runs a lot, so you won't have to sit at your computer for 5+ hours getting those runs. Okay, so we got the boss wave here, the Chunk 'em the Terrible, and we do have the speed up power up drop. I think it's called Rage, the Rage power up drop. We're killing these Chunk 'ems fairly fast. Nothing to worry about so far. So 15% more gold, and 12% chance to spawn an additional XP, the additional XP one. A shard, I think it is, the XP shard is really good to get. Just for the increased XP, since there's no XP tome that we're utilizing. The XP tome, by the way, also was nerfed in the latest patch. We'll do a patch notes video, likely today or tomorrow. I'll just find out as much information as possible. Not everything is inside the patch notes. There's specific changes to the game that have been applied that aren't all fully covered in the patch notes, so I'll find out as much as I can before making this video for you. And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get pretty much that video straight away. And if you're attempting this challenge, let me know in the comments below. That'd be super cool. I just would love to gauge how many people are interested in doing challenges like this. So there we go. We got a lot of Chaos Tomes here, so we pretty much choose all of those. We got duration, HP regen, evasion, max HP, and evasion again. The smaller percentages are particularly from the level up of the Dicehead. Okay, we're doing a good amount of damage, about 30 seconds, 35 seconds left in the wave, so we'll kind of back off of them a little bit just to harvest as much XP as we can. I'm fairly happy with this run so far, especially since we got the anvil. But like I said, this run doesn't particularly qualify for the Gambler's Run, as I did start with 4 weapons instead of the 3 that give you the chance. But I will be not updating or leveling up the magic wand, I believe it's called. The 4th weapon I have in that slot there. There's the lightning staff, I think actually it is. So we'll kind of try to not level that up anymore. Unless like I do it on instinct just because I see something more rare, but I'll try to pay attention more to the level ups to ensure that we don't level that up anymore, and just to get as close to a true gambler's run as we can. Okay, so we're just trying to see how far we can go. Around 50 seconds we'll grab this rage, just because around 50 seconds the elites, the bigger elites start spawning. That it can kind of cause issues and push you around, so it might be a little bit more difficult grabbing that. Okay, now we'll just stand by the portal since we're at a minute and the new color ghosts spawning, the dark ones. I believe the new color of ghost is purple, and then they might even have the red ones at 12 minutes. So I think it's purple at 6 and red ones at 12. Okay. So we're at the second tier of the forest here. Particularly for this tier, it's nice to have some additional jumps. You can get up to 3 jumps. You can typically vault a wall, like a single height of a wall, if that makes sense. And you probably want a couple jump chance increases. So projectile speed is okay there. An additional jump would have been also good. But yeah, we do go with the chances as well. So there's nothing here for chance, so we'll take the heals. Okay. Yeah, just go around the map, pretty much collect everything that you can, obviously. And upgrade the Chaos Tome. And by the end, practically, this goes on how many kills you get. So you want to focus on kill count and surviving the boss wave. And the boss wave with the Dicehead can actually be a little bit difficult if you don't have enough health and shields to cover you from the different damages that the boss can do. So you kind of want to last as long as possible before that to increase your health. We got the key there for 10% chance of getting chests for free. We're not really doing as much damage as I'd like to do to the elites here yet, so we got a lot of free chests in this area. HP regen, more luck, nice. Sweet, so yeah, so we pretty much for the end of this challenge are going for how many kills you can get. So if you can beat the kill count of another player doing the challenge, then you're pretty much holding the lead. So blood magic is good. We already have one of those. So it has a 9-second cooldown. It wouldn't increase our chance to heal, but we'll just go with the 20% damage increase. Okay, Chaos Tome, we got knockback there. And the luck card, that's really good since we haven't opened any chests yet. We'll have to start opening chests soon. Our chest costs 30 gold still. We have 4 of the keys. It'd be great to get another microwave. We'll go around the map, see how many microwaves there are. If there's a single microwave, we might be able to get our keys up to 7, unless we find even more. So increased damage here. Card is really good as well. So 2.5% increased damage every single time we open the chest. That's really nice. We do have the triple jump and enough height to clear a wall. So here we'll take out this golem before the swarm comes. The swarms can be kind of difficult with the Dicehead to deal with, and you do want to increase your shield amount before going for those. And elite damage increases. You can see how annoying the golems can actually get on stage 2 with the Dicehead. So you want lifesteal and or life drain, I think. Okay, we got luck increase, which is really nice. We don't have any wrenches yet, which would have been great to have a little bit earlier in the run. With the wrenches, you have a 7.5% another key. Wow, Echo Shard is actually great too, but we'll take that key for the 5x. Yeah, the wrenches earlier on would have been nice for the 7.5% increase from every single shrine, and we did go with the projectile speed there. Okay, so we're doing fairly well with the swarm. This one really isn't anything too much to worry about until the elites start spawning and you kind of want to be in an open area. It's more the, I think, 2 minute 30 second or 3 minutes, or 3 minute I believe swarm. Okay, Chaos Tome, 42 plus HP regen for that purple Chaos Tome upgrade. Really nice. So once these elites here, you can see start spawning, stacking up, they're kind of difficult to take care of. But we did get a good upgrade there. We're just gonna grab the rest of these shrines in this area. Damage increase for the higher rarity is nice on the blue, and particularly to better help with the boss fight. Whenever you do get dice as the best one, typically you do want to take it since that's your starting weapon for the T3 boss fight, final boss guy. Okay, I think we go with the projectile since there's nothing else with chance there. But for the boss, he'll take away your top 3 weapons, and he'll give you only your starting weapon. So if you're able to increase the damage and the levels as much as you can of the actual starter weapon for the Dicehead, it's the dice obviously. So you want to pretty much level that up as much as possible so you're able to do as much damage as you can. But he doesn't take away the weapons right away, so at the start of the round you do, for like 5 seconds tops, you get to use all 4 or 3 of your weapons, specifically 3 for the gambler's run and then 4 for this run that I'm doing. Yeah, we got a shop here, and for those 5 seconds about, if your damage is high enough, you'll be able to, we got a microwave there that's actually really good. Let's see what this guy's offering. So a chance for the burgers, so we'll take the chance, obviously. Okay, clear everything here. Okay, we got another shrine here. We're doing a good amount of damage, but I'm still a little bit worried. We'll take attack speed here. Still a little bit worried about that the swarm that's going to be coming at around 3 minutes. I've had a couple runs where those actually will clear me out, just because of the Chaos Tome sometimes gives you like large difficulty increases. And if you don't have like kind of a good combination of stats for that, you can really get wiped out super fast, especially if you don't have a lot of shield and additional jumps. So 3 or 4 jumps are kind of, I mean, not extremely necessary, but they will definitely help you out quite a bit. So I'm just going around and trying to grab as much stuff as we can here before that swarm starts, and particularly for the swarms. Okay, so attack speed and lifesteal both are good here. We'll go with the lifesteal just to try to help us survive the swarm a little bit better, and for the final boss that's gonna help. But particularly for the swarm, obviously stay in an open area with a lot of room to move. Don't get trapped in the bottom of something. We'll go to the highest level, make sure you're able to jump off, but don't get swarmed. Like, see, because they're all climbing the wall at once, they all kind of just pop out into the area really fast. But I think we are doing enough damage, plenty of damage actually. Okay, we got a 1.1% difficulty increase for the Dicehead level. Well, plenty of damage to kind of clear the swarm here. The dice level up upgrade here is nice. We got level 9 dice, 15 magic already. We'll take the Chaos Tome since everything else is green there. We got 7.5 shield from that Chaos Tome, really nice. Chaos Tome again, pick up range 30%. Sweet. So pickup range is a good one to get. A lot of people won't focus on that one, but it does help you level up quicker, allowing you to kill more enemies faster. Okay, 1% chance to proc on hits is really good. So pretty much double the chances whenever we do some sort of attack that has a chance. They'll just double their chances pretty much on doing specific weapon abilities. We'll take care of this chunkum because they can get kind of super annoying, and since we're just looking for chests kind of now, we'll just take care of him as soon as we can. We've cleared most of the map so far. Okay, difficulty increase at 7% for that item. Alright, we got about 7.6k gold, and our chest still only costs 72. Alright, we got a couple more shrines here. We don't have any of the beacon items. We got 10% damage to elite there. We don't have any of the beacon items that increase the amount of shrines on this map. They're on this tier. If we do get one, then the next tier there'll be additional shrines, 2 additional shrines, which would be nice. And for that item we did get 10% crit chance increase, so we'll start the boss here at 1 minute. Yeah, we got a single boss. I didn't do any of the shrines for the boss curses, which increased the amount of bosses. With this run, I probably wouldn't suggest it. It is really difficult kind of to take care of them with the Dicehead. Unless you get some really cracked luck on your item pulls and curse tomes. Okay, so you can see it's kind of difficult. I mean, he really isn't difficult. What I mean is he does do a lot of damage, and if there's 2 of them, even 3 of them, and you don't do enough damage to them all, just 2 of these, like if he hits you once and then you get hit by that AoE ability, you're pretty much done for. Got a Chaos Tome there, 18% knockback is nice. And the keys, so we're actually sitting at 6 keys. And I did miss the microwave on this level, so you could be at about 9 keys now, unfortunately, so it's okay. I think that's still plenty of keys for the amount of chests that we're going to be grabbing. Okay, so that chest was actually free because we do have the 6 keys, 72 gold. That one was not free, but we did get a XP increase. Okay, 20% damage increase per 100 health, and evasion by 15%. Alright, so around 50 seconds I'm gonna start heading back towards the boss spawner portal to go to the next wave. Just grab these 2 chests here. Damage increase by 10%. Damage increase I think we need, especially for the next wave. It would be super nice to increase our damage a little bit. Okay, so let's collect as much XP as we can. Around the 50-second mark, we'll probably just end up hugging this portal here. But they're still not approaching us too much. We got lifesteal for the level up, 0.5%, and we got the dice upgrade. Okay, so you want to stay here particularly as long as possible to harvest as much gold and to get as much HP from the blood magic. Okay, so we're not upgrading the lightning staff there, so we're going with something else. Okay, as soon as you get hit, these guys can pretty much one-tap you. So as soon as you see your shield go down, I'd say just don't even risk it, but the longer you stay there, the more gold you get and the more HP you get, the more life you get increases just from the blood magic hits, and the more of those hits that you can do. So we got luck and chance there, whichever one you prefer. for choices like that, but there was a higher rarity of a blue, and we could have gone for the feather, but I'm not a big fan of the feather. Mainly because the feather, if you do get hit by it, it'll send you flying. So if like a boss hits you, you could go flying super far, and unless that's your strategy for the final swarm, it usually doesn't work out too well, especially if you're camping the final portal. So I'm not too big of a fan of those. Difficulty we don't need, so we'll take evasion. Difficulty will increase the amount of mobs that spawn in total, and for the gambler's run, obviously you're going for as many kills as you can. Okay, so we're going with 8% size there, just to increase the size of all the explosions and the Dexecutioner. Okay, nothing for chance, so lifesteal or evasion are both good. We'll go with the lifesteal. And now it would be great to get kind of more additional jumps to the final boss. Getting to the shrines are kind of difficult for the final boss. So the final boss will have like shrines that'll make him invulnerable, and he'll still attack you while that's happening. So lifesteal and everything else doesn't work. The quicker you can get it done and the more projectiles you can avoid, the higher chance of survivability. So you want to get as many jumps as possible. Jump height increases also help. And if you get the what's it called? Boss curse shrines here are not bad either, because we don't have a final boss, so these guys you can usually take care of, but you have to really be careful with the chunk lumps because they do run faster in this stage, and they can really just start to hug you. They will just go around grabbing the rest of the stuff. But as I was saying, to prepare, oh nice, we got another key. Sweet, so we're at 7 keys, and we really should start opening chests fairly soon. But for the final boss, you want to prepare HP regen. Is a good one to get, just for when the boss is invulnerable. A lot of people will have difficulty with that stage. When you're getting the shrines, they'll spawn like these little orbs that'll hit you. Really annoying to get. So evasion, shield, regen. Nice, we got another key. So we're sitting at 8 total keys. So I believe that's, if you get 10 keys, I don't believe every single chest is free. I'm not sure that's how that works. I think it's just times 0.9% chance of 10. It's 10% chance to get a chest for free, but the way I believe is there's like a default chance to open the chest, and it gets multiplied. How would that kind of work? Let me think about it. So it's like a 0.9%, not percent, but say you can get a chest. Actually, I don't know the math for that, so we'll take the cannon here. That's pretty much an additional weapon, the slutty cannon. It's pretty much an additional weapon that we get to use during the entire boss fight, which is always welcome. Just additional damage, and since he takes away all the weapons other than the starting weapon, which is going to be the dice here. Got a red Chaos Tome, blue Chaos Tome. We got damage increase of 1 for the level up. Power up drop chance 12, power up drop chance 9, power up drop chance again 1.3, 1.6 projectile count is really good to get. Okay, here we'll go with either the dice or the blood magic. More stat abilities from the anvil on the blood magic, but since we need more damage and stuff with the dice, so we'll go with the dice. Size is good as well. I'll grab every single chest now that we see. Damage increase every single time we open up another chest is great. Beacon doesn't help us at all. There's no more tears after this, so we'll go with another card that increases damage. So every time we open up a chest, we get another card. So 7.5% increase in damage, and we actually do have a fourth card from before, so 10% chance of 10% increased damage every single time we do open another chest. And our chests for tier 3 are still very cheap, and we do have quite a few of those keys, so we'll get to most of the chests that we do see. Okay, now the swarm, sometimes you really have to be worried about, but we do have a rush or a rage power-up drop here, which really kind of takes the worry away. Okay, let's see. So Dexecutioner or Blood Magic. We'll go with the Dexecutioner. We got 0.5% chance and duration from the level up. Duration, particularly for this build, is pretty much useless. There's nothing that utilizes duration, so anytime you see that, it's kind of unnecessary. I took the extra jumps here to prepare for the boss, so I believe we have 4 total jumps now. Okay. Got the rest of the shrines around the map. 24% damage increase is great. Projectile increase is also really good, but we'll take the damage. It's pretty much 2.5 chests that we have to open for the damage increase there. And our side is looking pretty good. The Dexecutioner. Okay, we'll go with the shield there. We're pretty much now just preparing for the final boss fight. We got the Bloody Cleaver, which is really good. It applies blood mark every single time we do life drain on enemies, so just additional. Nice, we got another Grandma's Tonic. So anytime we do get the crit chance, it's a chance of explosion. So just additional damage, that's always welcome. Especially with the dice, it's very useful. Additional XP gain. We'll just grab as many chests as we can while we're fighting these bosses. We don't want to waste the time because we got 15k still. And our chests are 400 still, and that last chest we got was free. Found another free chest here. Luck increase. It's very nice. The longer you wait, kind of, the more luck you have and the better rarity items you're gonna get. Okay. I did pass up that free chest. I know you're probably just face palming right now. Beacon's useless. I should have probably banished that with the amount of banishes that we have. It's just going to give us a chance of getting even better stuff, and we're actually having an insane amount of the what's it called, the cheese. We got another key, so we're at 9 total keys. It's kind of crazy. The moldy cheese is the word I was looking for, but the moldy cheese is going to do quite a bit for the final boss fight. I don't know if it does stack on top of one another, but it is there. And I'm pretty happy with it. So we got another projectile with that weapon. 15% more gold is okay. And we still have 15k gold, so we got quite a few chests to pull. Big bonk there. Unfortunately, that chest was not free. So theoretically, 1 in 10 chests should be ones that they charge for, but we just got 3 in a row. So like I was saying, those keys are not actually a 10% chance increase. It's probably okay, we got another one of those bonking hammers, whatever they're called, big hammer or something. But yeah, those keys, they do have, I'm not too sure how it works, but it might even be beneficial to get more than 10. If you're able to within the run, to microwave them additionally. Okay, we got additional damage increase there. It's always welcome. And I wouldn't fight the bushes. We got another Grandma's Tonic. I wouldn't fight the bushes. The bushes on previous tiers, so say we're in tier 1. Right, if you fight the bush, it's gonna have as much health as the tier 2 boss. And it's definitely possible to do. You can surely clear it, but they have so much speed, and typically on tier 1 you won't have enough jumps. They have a lot of speed. They pretty much run up at you at full speed and they'll hug you. And it'll end your run almost instantly. You can definitely try to go for it if you feel confident enough for the free chest, but typically I wouldn't say it's even worth it. Okay, spicy meatball. It's additional damage. Our chests do cost 3.5k now. 10% difficulty increase with a chance of an explosion. It's nice. See a lot of explosions. Max HP by 25. Always welcome, especially right before the boss fight. I'm gonna save this magnet for at least half a minute, probably around 50 seconds of the final swarm. Okay, so we got the final swarm coming in now. Just maximizing our health at this point. Getting as much gold as we can for maybe another chest. And getting more kills, obviously, on the enemies. But the blood magic is pretty much increasing our HP, so the longer we could stay here, the better chances of fighting the boss. So we're at 372 total HP, and it's a 5% chance, so 1 out of 20 enemies that you eliminate will give you a chance increase or an additional health. So Chaos Tome, we got power up drop chance. A red dice upgrade is really nice. Another Chaos Tome. Red dice is really good as well. At this point I'm just leveling up the dice as much as possible. So damage 40% increase, movement speed 14%. And I believe I said something about XP and didn't read it fast enough, but yeah, definitely around 50 seconds, stay near the portal. I'm going to try to be able to buy this chest here. I'm grabbing as much XP as I can from around the area, because still look like I'm doing fairly good at surviving. Plus 0.3% armor for the level up there. We're getting close to getting this chest at 4.6k. Our health is at 417 now, which is really good. Having a little bit higher shield would be nice as well. Increased damage by 20% from that item. And now we just survive here as long as possible. 426 health. As soon as we eliminate around 20 enemies, I think. Alright, we've definitely gotten way more than 20 enemies, so I don't know what the chances of that are, but it really doesn't seem like 5%. Okay, 429. We got a chest, but it is down below. I really don't want to risk going and get that. At this point, it's probably not too worth it. Although our luck is a lot higher, we might get something gold, but I'm just going to finish this run. So they are approaching us way too close, so we're just going to stand right next to this boss portal. We'll take the blood magic there with the power up upgrades. Doesn't really do much for the boss fight, but we really have to teleport as soon as we see our shield go down. And we might get sent flying, so it's really, you really want to not risk it here with this portal. And I kind of did risk it, but it worked out fairly well. Okay, so now we're on the stage 3 final boss. You want to approach him as quick as you can, because you still have 3 of the weapons. Now we have 2 of the weapons. You can see how much damage we actually were able to do. And here, I believe there's lower gravity, so your jumps are way higher. You can see these projectiles are kind of annoying. This is why you need passive heals and health regen. It's really nice. But yeah, if you have, here we have 3 jumps. The additional jump height increases. Those help a lot. But you can see why health regen is very important. Okay, we're really close to death here, so any other hits could potentially wipe us out. Okay, we got some shield built up again, which is good, and particularly before the shrine runs, and before the shrines come back, you want to heal up as much as possible. Typically, if you're doing enough damage, these additional enemies will spawn in. When you're doing the shrine run instead of wall enemies, or the boss is alive. Okay, we're getting low health again. Really need to heal back up. Alright. The more health we get here, the better. We got some shield back and slowly regenerating. Okay, we still have 2 of these shrines to do. Whoa. Okay. Alright, so our run could be over. Come on, shield. Alright, we got shield back. Really need to regen as much as we can, so shield saved us there. Lifesteal is doing very well. This is, I believe, the final stage for... I'm just juggling with these projectiles there. The final stage for the final boss, so... yeah, definitely have multiple jumps ready for this. A lot of health regen, some additional shields. You can get it and increase your max health as much as you can. Increasing the max health, we're at about 430 and we're able to take a couple hits. Okay, so now we got all our weapons back and we're able to wipe out the boss like it was nothing, so we're able to finish the tier 3 at about 18,000 kills minus 10. With the final swarm coming, so we'll just see how long we're actually able to last here with this run. As I've said earlier in the video, I would probably invalidate this run because of the additional weapon for the gambler's run, and I would particularly maybe give some leniency to a run. Say if there's like some sort of chance ability that spawns or some chance item that spawns, maybe give like three different times that a user can choose an item that doesn't give chance. So normally you're able to choose a better rarity item even if there's chance available, but if there's 3 green that appear, you have to do the, say for the items, you have to do the Chaos Tome. You don't have to do the Luck Tome because that isn't chance, but it does increase your luck for the run. So I mean, that's up to you at that point to grab that or not. Okay, Giant Fork is actually really nice for the dice because it'll upgrade the crits to mega crits as well for the other weapons, and our crit chance is 129%, so that'll help with pretty much with every single weapon. Okay, well, I'm not doing the lightning staff, I'm just not going to upgrade that at all this run. Unfortunately, we did accidentally choose a couple of those upgrades, but the run is invalidated, so realistically it doesn't really matter at this point. I think we should last to at least a couple minutes. I don't know if we'll make it all the way up to 6 to see the new purple ghosts, but we might actually be able to. We're keeping them away from us, and I'll show you kind of the spot that people go to for keeping the enemies away from yourself. If you don't do enough damage though, eventually they will break into that area. And it does really benefit you to get Joe's dagger on stage 1. But here's the location for the spot, so you can see it's kind of like this, like hidden crevice in here, which kind of makes the enemies pile up on top of you and drops the XP directly above your head. But it can also ruin the missiles, the sliding missiles, or slutty missile, yeah, I think it's called, is the projectiles, because they just end up hitting the wall right above you, because they work kind of like javelin missiles where they launch up top and then they target the enemy. I'll grab this chest here. Hopefully something lucky. Damage while airborne isn't particularly useful since we're just hugging this corner. Okay, so we've got about 20, we're approaching about 25k kills. This chest unfortunately is behind the spawn area there. And, the rocks there, so it's gonna be kind of difficult for me to go get that without getting some flying all around the map. And the genie lamp that we have is actually really good for all the goals that we have, so we have pretty much a double chance on hitting mega crits and hitting the bonks. We do have the cleaver as well for applying the blood stacks. We are getting pushed around here now and then, so we're at around 27k total eliminations. Approaching 3 minutes 30 seconds at level 107. Yeah, I think it's definitely possible to do a much better run, especially without the third weapon. You get kind of more pulls on the actual weapons that you need, since the lightning strike is unnecessary. Okay, we are getting sent around, so I'd be surprised if we do make it to 30k kills. We don't have the Zol Wando item that gives us a free revive, which would be nice to have just to kind of increase the amount of time we're able to spend in here. But we made it to around 4 minutes, approaching 30k. Grabbing the XP there. A lot of the XP drops typically go invisible after a certain count on the map, but they are still there and you are able to collect them. Okay, so 30k total. That's near 40. Near 4 minutes 30 seconds. The chest is like all the way up top, that really large one. That large beam, so it's not too good of a spawn. We are getting sent around here. You can see the rockets just hitting the walls there. They're kind of useless at this point, so maybe even standing towards the center would have been a little bit better. 31k gold is nice, but kind of useless at this point as well. But maybe we were able to utilize all the gold before actually starting this round. Pretty much used it quite effectively. Sometimes getting it chest a little bit earlier on will increase your luck and XP, but you're not able to get as many pulls unless you do get super lucky. We're at 5 minutes. Kind of don't expect to survive that much longer. We are getting pushed around a little bit. Just gonna hug this wall here. Another couple levels might actually help us survive past 6 minutes. We got a little bit of pickup range increase, but I'm not too sure we're going to be able to last till. We are getting sent around quite a bit, so we got really close to 6 minutes, but 36,000 total kills. Now I'm going to challenge you to beat 36k kills in the Gambler's Run. But this run is specifically invalidated because of the 4 weapons, so ensure before you start it that you have the correct weapon set. So the dice, the Dexecutioner, and the blood magic. As well for the tomes, only have the 2 tomes, the Curse Tome and the XP Tome. And just follow the rules and enjoy the game actually. It is a very fun challenge to do, and just to see how lucky you can get and how you're doing. But yeah, if you do a run pretty much, or if you're attempting it, leave a comment. If you do actually beat the kills, or even kind of think that you hold the record, leave a comment as well. And in my next couple of videos, or until people stop doing it pretty much, I'll feature you on the video. So anyway, that's it for the video here. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye.